Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Division 3 of F1 Total Season 19, round number 5 here in Madrid. We unfortunately only have 7 drivers tonight, so it's a shame because it would have been...
two commentators.
Yeah.
Absolutely cooking.
It's a shame because I think, as Axon does 32.3 there, I think this would have been the sort of race that would be really, like, entertaining if we had a bigger grid, but with 7 people... Still might be an entertaining race, but if I had to predict, I would say there's quite large gaps formed early on, and then the actual race, there is very little actual racing besides safety car restarts.
Yeah, I hope we get a good battle at the front, but yeah, there's a couple of reasons why we're very short drivers today. The first and maybe most major one, for anyone that only watches the streams and in the Discord server, which I don't know if that's even anyone, but Mihai and D-Stream both have been kicked out of D3 for being too quick. We've seen them challenging for wins and podiums in Div 2, even fight for higher places in Div 1. So I think the entire F1 Total server as a community decided that D-Stream and Mihai are just too good at this game to be in Div 3. So they will no longer be racing, both obviously challenging for the title. It's left the title wide open. One of the many drivers, a pace step beneath them, try and challenge that title. But most of them aren't here today either. There's a big group on holiday all together, F1 Total holiday. They're all missing it. A couple more people are working, and then obviously people just miss races because they're doing stuff. So
I think the big one is that it's late July. That's the big thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that people are just
on holiday
at this time of year. It's school holidays pretty much for everyone, and it's about the time you take time off work to go on holiday. It's just what happened this time of year all the time. I've missed the last 3 Division 1 races, and I'm missing the next one as well. I've not been away the entire time. It's just how the dates have landed, and it's just you got to expect it this time of year. Really, it's a shame, but it's nothing unusual. It's not the end of the world, really.
Yeah, I'm also another reason. Well, I'm very sorry if I sound rubbish, but my hay fever today has been insane. I don't normally get hay fever, but I just had my throat and my nose, and I sneezed more times today than I have in the rest of the year combined. I reckon add them all up, and it's barely even half. I'm about to sneeze today. I reckon we're in 16 sneezes today alone.
You've only sneezed 16 times this year.
I was just sneezing over and over again. Oh, you sneeze that often, do you? It's like less than once, probably twice a month, right? Surely, I don't even sneeze that much.
Surely you don't. Surely you sneeze more than twice a month.
I don't know if you do. I
don't
must
think I do. It's got to be at least once a week.
3 or 4 times a month. I don't think I sneeze once a week. That seems like a lot.
I don't feel like sneezing once. I feel like sneezing once a week is quite a low estimate, but
I don't think it is. I reckon once every 2 weeks is about fair.
Yeah,
we'll call it once a week. Well, I probably sneezed 20 times today, so it's probably still fairly close. How many weeks into the year are we? 20, 30?
We're over halfway, 30? So we'll be at least
30-ish.
Probably. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I haven't quite sneezed as many times today as I have the rest of the year combined, but it certainly feels like it. As I said, Lanky Brown, who slots himself into 3rd place, he's now got a main seat in Mercedes. He's one of those people that is now probably going to be fighting for the title. As much as he doesn't want to admit it himself, he just wants to race because he enjoys racing and not try and talk him into championship battles and title battles and stuff. You can't deny he's had a pretty receptive season, obviously winning the opening round, then missing a race, then finishing 2nd, and already missing out on the win, decent penalty by a couple of tenths, then missing around again. He's back this week. You would say maybe other favourites for title are probably Dylan, maybe Aussie and Viral, and all 3 of them are away. Which leaves the strongest competitors today, well, the rest of their field today. We've got OY's doing his first race of the season, finally. So his pace is still to be seen. Bazooka Joe, who I believe got the podium at Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
so
I'm pretty sure.
He may be looking to try and build on that podium, challenge for the win. They've got the standard for now. Flavors, who in the second of the season is also a title challenger, but he's turned off some assists. He's got nowhere near the pace he used to have. He's had a good qualifying lap here, but he's struggled in the race trim to just have a clean race. So we'll see if he can get it together in a grid of only 7 cars. Action Rick has picked up a few solid points for positions, but that is our all to shout for. He's missed a couple of races. He's missed a race, but he's got a couple of points. And Komatic, who is a reserve, who's had some decent performances as well. He's had a 4th place at Saudi Arabia. He might be one to challenge for the win, for the podium. And then Ak is in, the final one, who's the main driver, as I watch Komatic crash into the wall in the tunnel there. Very tricky section to try and answer over all the curves and stay in track limits, which the track limits are like fucked anyway, so you can just pedal by miles.
Yeah.
Ak is in.
They added sausage curbs because they did want to actually fix the limits, so now the track limits are still just
even
bad,
more deadly.
but there's RNG curbs there instead. Let's go back. Oh, it's just on the low line. That's, yeah, he was taking fairly constant steering, and then he just went down a little bit lower, and so he wasn't fighting the camber as much.
Bazooka cuts on the inside there as well, just before that long right-hander. I don't know any of the corner numbers or names. I don't think anyone does. So
right-hander is 10-12. The right-hander is 10.
Ah, turn 11 then. Thank you.
The right-hander is 10, left-hander is 11, right-hander is 12.
Nice. Oh yeah. And then the final one, Ak is in. He had a 6th place at Japan. He had a 10th place at Britain. He missed 2 races, so that's a bit unknown. I feel like last season at times he looked really, really quick. But I don't think he ever converted it into a good result. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't remember him winning, or maybe he got a podium or 2. I think at times he's looked good, but I don't think he's ever actually got a tangible result.
I mean, he's on provisional pole at the moment by a 10th of the Flavors. He was the first to set that lap as well. And so far, no one has beaten it.
He only actually scored 1 point in Division 3 last season, because I forgot he dropped down to a reserve, didn't he? He only did a couple of races at the start, got a point. In Div 2, he got 6 points in Div 2, a couple of 9th place finishes. I don't know, I remember him doing decent pace from time to time, but never actually getting a tangible result out of it. But he's here on provisional pole right now.
He's a 10th up through Sector 1 on his personal best so far. As you got Flavors on that lap coming through the last corner, he's most likely to be the one challenging him, although Lanky's only 2 tenths back as well. They're all about a 10th from one another. A 10th of Flavors, 10th then from Flavors to Lanky. As Axon takes us into turn number 13, that is. Now through 14 into the long left of 15 into this little kink here is considered 16. He's almost 2 tenths up now, but he goes a little bit deep into turn 17. You can get away with it though, as the track limits aren't perfect there either. This corner can be quite tricky actually, because you feel like you can take it fast as you can, and there, yeah, actually with a little kiss in the wall, isn't gonna harm him all that much though, coming through turn 19 that was, as it's now into the final corner of 22, where I think they have fixed the racing line somewhat, but it can still be hard to find the place. It's 2.5 tenths found by Axon, so he's now fastest by 3 and a bit over Flavors, who has invalidated through the first half of the lap. Lanky's
interestingly, here, Codematic's on mediums. Do you think he's on mediums? Is generally if he's like, go for a lap, or is he just trying to get some practice in on the circuit?
I honestly think he's just going for practice. He's been just doing a long stint on mediums. I think he has. Does he have damage? Yeah, he does. He's also driving the damage, so.
Did he get a bit more damage there?
Quite possibly. Yeah, Lanky's just coming out again, which will be his final run because he's not going to have time to go back in again and come out. So he might have fueled the car up for a little bit, because otherwise he's gone out very early.
Yeah, he might have enough fuel for 2 laps here, so just strap that me and him both did quite a bit of Div 2.
I guess people will be trying to save softs, because I think we're doing 35%. Are we? I know we're doing short.
Yeah, it's 35%, 35, yeah. But one of those where I think 6 of these 7 drivers, without meaning to cause a pun, I was going to be by accident. What I mean to say is most of these drivers, I think, will have no clue on the strategy.
Yeah.
And will just be maybe taking 1 tyre of each into the race, and they'll see what it is at the start, I think.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Maybe a bit of practice here, maybe I don't know, anyone would have done some practice. Maybe Flavors, but
I don't know if Flavors would practice
more time trial.
Yeah, I don't know if Flavors would have like looked up tyre wear numbers.
I know Lanky did a bit of time trial because he's never driven this track before in his life. I imagine it's probably the case for a few of them as well, with it being a new track in this game. I've only driven it that one test race at the start of the game cycle, and I don't think I've driven it since.
Yeah. Lanky's coming around the last corner as he heads into turn 1 to start what will be his second run of the session. Presumably he'll have the fuel to do one more after this one. So he takes us through turn 1 and 2, a little bit wide of that second apex, but it's not the end of the world. Seeing quite a few drivers taking a very similar line there. As he takes us now into turn 5, I don't know how committed he's going to be here, not knowing about the track limits. Yeah, he's been nice and safe through 5 into 6. Probably could have cut 6 a little bit more, but again, it's going to be quite easy to run too wide there. He's 6/10 up on his personal best already.
Wow.
Which has already put him fastest by 0.2 of a second, so we'll see what more time he can find in the second half of this lap as he takes us around the long right-hander of turn 12, using a decent bit of the boost there as well. And then this entire section you're recharging for that medium length straight from 19 into 20. It's very easy to run wide of that corner there of turn 13. But yeah, low on boost is Lanky, so he's going to be struggling a little bit in the second half of this lap, as I didn't actually pay any attention to what the delta was in the middle sector.
Me neither.
But presumably still up by a very decent amount as he comes down into turn number 20. And he will most likely, as he just gets the wall there coming out at 20, but it's not the end of the world again. He's most likely going to be able to go for another lap after this one, although if the tyres hold on, takes us around the final corner of turn 22, cross the line, 7/10 improved, and he goes fastest by 0.3 of a second over Atkinson. So that's a new benchmark.
Love to see it.
That the drivers have to beat. And
I was trying to think. So I was trying to think during that lap, who on this grid has a pole position different before? Lanky definitely doesn't. Flavors definitely does. I think Omais might do. A couple of races at the start of last season, he was very quick. He didn't actually get a win.
I'm not sure if he
ever got a pole
from what I remember.
I'm just thinking that Austria race when he threw it away with drive through later on. Did he get a pole in that one?
Yeah,
I think he might have done.
Yeah, he quite possibly did. Now that you say that.
But, yeah, Flavors for sure does. Everyone else,
and you're the stat sheet guy,
other than doesn't. So it'd be a first pole for Lanky or Akazin, Omatic, Patrick's retired, but Bazooka we haven't seen all session. Put a lap time in. He's going to be one to watch out for though.
Very safe from Owise into the turn 5 and 6 chicane as well. There's Codematic getting out of the way. Owise about half a tenth up. It's a very difficult braking zone, that one actually. Turn number 8. And in the race, I would say definitely expect to find someone in the wall there. If you're slightly offline or brake slightly too late, it's mainly a no ABS issue. But going into that wall is very, very easy.
Yeah,
Axon is the most committed that we've seen so far, but it's too committed. As he goes over the curve at turn 6, he might have time to go again though. With 1 minute left, it's going to be very, very tight if he does. If he can make the line, it's tiny bit tough. I don't think Axon's going to make the line, but he's going to try.
Otherwise, 5.5 tenths up is maybe a bit fairer than 6, but
Flavor's
he's going to try and challenge up front row.
Yeah, Flavor's about half a tenth up coming through sector 1, so he's going to need to find a lot more in the second and third sectors of the lap. Otherwise, going to come around the final corner of 22 now, and we'll see what he can do. 7, almost 8 tenths found, puts him into P3. Still not able to beat Axon, so now it's down to Flavors. Axon, who's invalidated but might be able to go again. Lanky's invalidated through, presumably through the chicane, just trying to commit as much as he can. Oh, as Axon goes into the wall, he is rushing to try and get to the line. He wasn't up. Flavors up by almost half a second, but he's going to need even more than that if he wants to beat what Lanky was able to do. The check flag has fallen, and it realistically is just now Flavors as the only driver left challenging for this pole. So he takes it through with the ultimate corner of 21 into the final corner now. And we'll see, is it enough as he slightly clips that outside wall coming across the line. And he finds lots of time in that final sector. 9 tenths round to the end, it's a 31.5. And it is pole position for Flavors. Lanky second place with a 31.8.
It's heartbreak for Lanky Brown. Zuko is still going though, and he's set a purple middle sector apparently.
Yeah.
I have no idea what Zuko's doing against Amos' times. But I've been on board for quite a bit of his lap. It's looked quite neat for Zuko. I haven't seen any major mistakes.
Yeah, Lanky's just disconnected, so he's going to have to rejoin.
No, that's not good.
After the restart, I don't think he's going to be able to take control of the formation lap.
But Zuko's quickest! You couldn't tell how quick he was going with no delta, but I said the lap looked good. I didn't see any mistakes, and why did it look good?
31.2.
He's gone quickest.
And Flavors lose that pole right in the last second. 31.2
well
from Zuko's pole position.
Well
31.5 second place. 31.8 from Lanky. They're all 3 tenths from one another, all the way down to Axton. Owise is about 10.5 off that, and then Codematic in a very lonely 6th place, 7 tenths off from Owise.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that Zuko's first ever Div 3 pole, so big congrats to the Audi driver. It'll be Audi's first pole in the division as well, because, yeah, Marcelo's in driver, I don't think he's got one, so I know he hasn't got a pole. I don't think Reserve has, so Zuko with his first pole, Audi's first. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
It'll be tough going for Lanky Brown though if he can't make it back in before the start of the race. I don't think he will be able to. That is a real blow.
I mean, hopefully he can be back in the car for like just after the first corner, or like going into it. I don't know. The main thing is just keeping the car clean.
Before the formation lap starts, it lets you take control after the formation lap.
I don't think so.
But Lanky has to restart his entire PlayStation. I've definitely had it before where it's chucked me in at the start of the formation lap and it's caught me by surprise because I didn't expect it. And I disconnect a lot, but maybe you have to get in sort of like now and not like already on the grid. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not a good start for Lanky, ready? And so, yeah, Lanky's going to be on the back foot already before the race starts, which definitely won't help him.
Yeah, I'll be on the Lanky invite machine. You keep the camera on the action. Of which I know there'll be so much going on to turn 1. So many cars jostling for position.
You never know.
Lanky Brown is apparently in. That was quick. As Lanky obviously now will be subject to the AI strategy, which shouldn't be too bad. And if it's up to 35%
bigger
race,
problem's going to be
worse.
fuel. Yeah,
worse to be subject to the AI fuel. I did a race at where was I? At Britain, I think. I disconnected at the start. And I finished the race with +7 laps of fuel. No, it was Austria. I did a race at Austria. Still at the start, the AI put in +4 or plus like 4.5, and then I gained another 2.5 on like safety cars and stuff. So I ended up with +7 laps. So I could have done another whole stint basically in that race. I had so much fuel because I just had it at the start. So
yeah, the issue is the the big issue is that with the lifting and coasting on this game, you gain even more fuel than you did before, to the point where you're like going 2 to 3 laps under-fueled at certain tracks. And you make it up even with no safety car. And so Lanky is going to be starting about 2 to 3 laps over-fueled.
Yep.
And admittedly, he won't gain as much fuel in a 35 as he would in a 50, but there are going to be safety cars as well. So yeah, it's not great, is it?
There we go. Formation lap is finally
his
underway.
car's still under AI. He's starting on the softs. Yes, obviously it's just a mix of softs and mediums. Bazooka on mediums, Axin on mediums, O-Wise and Action Rick also on mediums. Flavors, Lanky if you didn't get a choice, and Codematic on the softs. I guess the guys on the mediums are going to do a medium hard. I don't think they would...
Flavors, not Flavors, going to leave Bazooka very vulnerable here from pole.
It's not. The tyre difference from the actual launch isn't that bad. It won't be that big of a deal. It'll be more when it's mediums versus hards where there's a bigger tyre difference, I find. I don't know, we'll see. Depends on the track. Don't know how it is in Madrid. I've not done a long race here, really. But, yeah. 7 cars lining up the grid. And it's going to make... I don't know, opening laps aren't too crucial, but... Here we go. Fire red lights. Bazooka on pole. And his lights out. And away we go. And it's a good start for Bazooka. It's not the best from Flavors as Lanky. Already ahead as they head into turn 1. Lanky into second place. Bazooka holds the lead. Flavors and Axin now side by side. As Flavors losing out. Making a bit of contact with the Williams even as Axin moves up into third place. It's a bad start from Flavors. He couldn't use those soft tires.
A disaster start for Flavors.
He's being pressured now by Codematic, who's looking to go up the inside into 5. That's never going to be a good idea, but Bazooka has a 9/10 lead.
Here goes Codematic now.
As well. Now Codematic trying to go around the outside of Flavors. That's never going to end well. He does have to back out of it, but Flavors is not. Flavors is in none, that's why. Flavors isn't deploying his battery. Codematic all over the back of him. I think Flavors has now realised he's not deploying. But he's already 1.2 behind. He's quite lucky, in all honesty, to have withstood the pressure from Codematic behind. But Bazooka's...
How did he end up in done?
Oh, he would have done it for
the start of the race.
I don't know, it gives you a bit better traction off the line. I typically start in none, but I don't know. He just didn't,
fair enough.
He didn't put the battery on. And... yeah, the gaps are already starting to open up. It's 1.05 from Bazooka to Lanky. Lanky going to try and get into that 1 second for the overtake mode.
He's done so, and Akazin might have chopped out, actually.
And Axin is...
Codematic. Oh, Codematic and O-Wise. Both have taken Flavors here into the final corner.
Flavors just not using his battery, and they've...
going on? No, he is. He's down at 35%. What is going on with that Haskar?
Something's definitely not right for Flavors. He's fallen down into P6, possibly. Sorry, why didn't you see down the pressure from Action Rick? I don't know. As the gap's all starting to open up, Codematic has no overtake mode. Axin has no overtake mode. Lanky's not using it in the same places as Bazooka, so he's fallen quite a long way behind. But he recharges more and deploys more, but he goes deep into turn number 8. It's the first time we've seen that so far. And it's very easy to do. It has cost him a whole bunch of time, another 4 tenths or so, compared to where he was before. It's even more. It's probably about 6 tenths lost.
Undersits into the wall on the outside.
Yeah.
But survives any damage.
Flavors now 1.2 behind O-Wise. He has no
He's really
pace.
struggling for pace, isn't he?
Flavors has no pace.
O-Wise has got a lot. He's already Codematic here on a different tyre.
Yeah.
Trying to get like a double switchback, but he can't find the room on the
car just looks really slow. I don't know if it's... I don't know, like on board with Flavors, it looks like he's just not getting any battery deployment. But Lanky is realistically out of the chance of fighting with Bazooka now, as he's already 2 seconds behind, and is going to lose the overtake mode, and is on the tyres that's going to go off soon. And yeah, the gap's starting to open up now. O-Wise and Codematic within a couple of tenths of each other. There goes Axin, past Lanky into turn 1, using the overtake mode, which will allow him to deploy a bit more, recharge a bit more, and just have the extra power.
Do you think the mediums are better than the softs already? Because it's all speeding runners at the back of or overtaking soft runners.
It's just quite possible. I don't know what the tyre wear's like around here, but a street circuit can be.
Oh, O-Wise with a big lock-up to avoid going to the back of Codematic because he managed to break so much later.
Yeah, it's very close there. I just saw that one, and just thinking with the tyres, it's quite possible because it's. It's Action Rick off at turn Number 8 quite possibly went too deep and just bailed into the runoff rather than into the wall.
Yeah, he avoided damage. I was nearly said Action was closer to Flavors than Flavors was to Owise, which was true before.
It was true.
Oh,
Owise goes round!
And it's a disastrous lap for Cadillac.
It's all gone wrong in the space of
the sector.
Because now actually very much isn't closer to Flavors as to Owise. And neither of them are very close to Flavors. And Flavors has picked up the pace a little bit as he's closing in now on Codematic, I think. Seems like it is. Oh, he goes deep there though, into turn 20, and he almost goes round. Went deep, tried to get back on the power as early as he would normally, but he's so much wider in the corner, so much lower speed. It didn't go well. Lanky's still clinging on to the 1 second of Ackerson, but he's not in it comfortably. And yeah, I think quite possibly those softs are subpar. And maybe it is still a medium hard, even in 35% races around here. The tyre wear model's still the same. It's the same tyre wear, but as it would be in a 50%, but maybe just the softs aren't very good.
Yeah, I mean, what we're definitely seeing is that if a driver can have a clean race, make no mistakes, they're going to have a good finishing position here, because
for sure.
Already several drivers going deep or spinning it around. Bazooka's just got it all under control at the minute out front. He's not even under pressure. He's just keeping it clean. Has to be exceptionally quick here. He's just got to...
He's lost a 1.5 seconds to Ackerson, and now he's got Codematic right behind him. He was within a second of Ackerson a second ago, and now it's 2.3.
Through the chicane under the tunnel, he was right behind him, so it's, yeah, it's happening in the corner. Maybe that's what. Yeah.
Oh dear.
I wonder if it was just a disconnection. It just took a while to actually
I doubt it. Because he didn't seem to be going slowly when I was looking at him. It might have been like a lag back or something, but... Yeah, it's now almost 3 seconds out front from Bazooka to Ackerson, and at least at the moment, it looks very comfortable for the Audi driver. There's now Codematic moves up into 3rd place.
Yeah, takes an anthematic podium in a minute.
I'm looking at it's definitely going to be the mediums as better tyre by now.
Oops.
It was a 36.4 last time from Ackerson, 36.5 from Codematic, 35.7 from Bazooka. Yeah, I mean, Ackerson does. Oh, Codematic's in the wall. Straight after, it's a safety car.
And there's a safety car.
Full safety car.
That's good timing for Lanky Brown. Yeah.
Yeah, the one car in the wall, not out of the race.
And illegal for Flavors by the looks of it. So he actually gets 4th place back. He'll lose it with the wing change, you would think. But...
Oh yeah, of course he will. But...
Absolute game saver this for Lanky Brown.
Yeah.
Get back in the lobby without losing place, as long as his AI pits onto hards or mediums or to something normal.
You'd think it's hards to the end from here, surely. 15 laps, you're not going to do that on mediums. Like, 15 laps on mediums, it would be a lot longer than what you have to do on them in a 50%. So, I'd guess in a 50% it would be like 30 laps around here, something like that. 25 to 30 laps, and so you definitely wouldn't do 15 laps on mediums like that. Yeah, so in comes Bazooka, Ackerson going to follow most likely. There is a chance Lanky's AI doesn't pit because it's too early in the race.
That's what I was scared about, but surely he does. Yeah, he's coming in.
It's because he's on softs, is going to be the big thing. If he was on like mediums, his AI probably wouldn't pit. And so everyone into the pit lane.
We should see them all in, yeah.
Probably onto a hard tyre. I don't know, someone like Codematic or Flavors might try a medium because they start.
It's a race saver. Soft. The two Cadillacs.
It's a race saver for everyone except Bazooka, basically.
Yeah, I think that's a fair comment.
So, everyone going on to a hard tyre.
I forgot the pit lane was split in two. I came out of the menus and just saw OY's heading past all the garages with his speed on. And I was like, what's going on here? Thank you, I guess back in.
It's a weird pit lane. I don't know why there's just a huge gap in the middle of it. I guess it's that where the podium and stuff is. In Parc Ferme.
I don't know, but even then, it's still a massive gap.
Yeah. And I don't know why they needed to put the podium and Parc Ferme in the middle of the pit lane. If that is what they did.
Madrid have probably got some higher stands or something in the middle.
Yeah. I don't know, it might just be because this is a street circuit, it might just be the way that buildings are laid out for normal use, I don't know. Lanky lagged back as he rejoined the session and almost got overtaken by Flavors. But yeah, so we've got the entire field bunched back up again. Maybe Flavors has worked out what went wrong in the first few laps. Who knows?
We're going to need a conversation topic here, aren't we? I don't think we can just talk about the strategy for this whole safety car.
What were we talking about in the first few laps? So there was something like...
Here we go. It doesn't matter. I've got a new topic. We're in Madrid. Obviously, based in Spain. I know you're also watching it near me, but a couple of days ago, Spain, winners of the World Cup final. I know it's like F1 to football. I don't really care. I watched most of the games in the World Cup. I thought it was great. I had a great time. I thought beforehand when
I watched as many of those games as I could.
I was like, at the end of the day, when you're watching the game, I know they have the hydration breaks and whatever, but at the end of the day, as long as they keep most of the football match football, I'm going to enjoy it. I just like watching football, and I love nothing more than watching some random obscure nation.
I'm annoyed because a lot of the really good, for a lot of the really interesting looking, because basically I was at home for the groups, and then I was out for, the quarters, and I wasn't at home for the round of 16 and the quarters, so I missed a lot of the really good games, because when I'm on holiday, I'm not waking up at 4 AM to watch the Netherlands lose to Morocco or whatever.
No, it was a bit annoying to miss the games are 2 or 3 AM. I'm annoyed I missed the Algeria free, Austria free, what a game that was, but yeah, seeing games like the Argentina free, Cape Verde 2,
I didn't see that one game because
Japan, Netherlands was unbelievable. There's so many good games.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it, and yeah, I'm very glad that Spain saved football, beat Argentina in the final.
No
offense to any Argentinian fans of F1 Tour we might have watching, assuming that's done.
Mihai. Is Mia's pronoun to the server still Arjun/Tina?
They can't be, surely.
They were earlier.
No,
and then he doesn't have any pronouns there anymore.
Yeah, I'm very glad Spain won. Deserved winners. I like quite a few of that Spain team, so.
Best game of the World Cup, England 6, France 4. I didn't watch it because it was at 10 PM and I just went to bed instead.
That was a brilliant game.
I just went to bed because I couldn't be bothered. I didn't care enough, so I'd go in this lap. But it's at 10 PM.
I did watch it, which I'm very happy about. Brilliant. What a game that was.
Well, it was 10 PM. I went to bed at 2-0. I woke up and it was 6-4 and I'm like, what even happened?
Yeah, no, I started watching it and I was like, oh, what a Tim Pot game, who cares? We went 4-0 up and I was like, hang on, we're cooking. Then it went 4-3 and I was like, oh my god, game.
Yeah, I didn't bother watching it because it was third place playoff. And if it was at 8, I probably would have done because I had nothing better to do, but at 10 I just went to bed.
Yeah, it was a brilliant game. And what we learned from that, I think, was it's coming home in the Euros. 100%, England winning it all.
And what we also learned
is that... Restart.
Restart. So all the gaps all fairly similar. Codematic already pressuring Flavors. Flavors did not get away well again as they come into turn 1. Flavors goes a little bit deeper than that. Then Codematic, can he get the switch back? He's not quite going to have the drive. As they head down towards turn 5, it's going to be a battle of who deploys more battery when. And it's, into this corner, Lanky not burning any, losing a lot of time compared to these two. But yeah, you're not going to stick a wheel up the inside into turn 5 and get away with it. Action Rick has lost a lot of time compared to the other two.
Axel has never been quick on safety car restarts. Oh, Codematic into the wall. He's got wing damage. Same wall, he crashed, had to cause a safety car.
Lanky's got damage as well. A little bit left-sided damage. I don't know where he picked that one up.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it was Lanky, not Codematic then. I might be blind.
Quite possibly, because I didn't see any. I mean, Codematic was ghosted.
I was on board.
Yeah, Flavor's coming on the inside. Is he going to be close enough? He just backs out a bit. Lanky goes a little bit deep. Keeps on the road, though. Flavor's now pressuring him. He's going to go for it into 17. It's going to be It's not an easy corner to overtake. It's so many just tightening corners. You can't really overtake anywhere until you get to the main straights. And so Lanky costing them so much time.
Lanky that's got no pace.
And they're losing so much time behind him. Flavor's going to look to the inside, but he still backs out. He's just not he's not backing himself to go for it. And now he's 3.5 seconds behind the front two. Or even 4 seconds. He's then losing the rear, coming to the penultimate corner, and Codematic's through. And I don't know why Flavors didn't just go for the move. Because Lanky's so much slower. Here comes Codematic. I'm just going to send it straight into turn 1. And it's not quite. Lanky goes a little bit deep with the damage. Codematic's going to get the run. And just goes sailing past into turn 5 with so much more battery and the overtake mode, and he's still not going to quite have enough because Lanky has the straight line speed. So he is holding on, but all these guys choosing to stay behind him rather than full committing. I don't know if they know whether that he's got the damage, but they're not committing to the moves, and they're not making up the ground, and they're just losing more and more time to those in front. If Lanky still gets a podium in this race, just from holding on with the damage, because no one wants to overtake him, and surely you won't. Look at that. Look at this run from Codematic. Surely he goes past now, straight around the outside, and up the inside, into turn number 13. Should move past. There's a bit of contact, as Lanky just goes into the back of him, trying to find the run, but yeah. Codematic does get through up into 3rd place, and now Lanky has to defend from Flavors again.
I always tried the same move as Codematic. He tried the around the outside at the bank corner on Flavors, but couldn't quite pull it off. But
it's definitely a doable one. It's possibly the best overtaking opportunity on the track. People don't expect as much. It's easy to pass, but people still don't expect it.
I wonder if Flavors drops it
again.
Oh, it's through.
It's the same thing as what he did in the first stint of just going a little bit deep and then dropping it on the rear as he accelerates. Lanky pits. Lanky's had enough of that wing damage. He's going to go probably a medium tyre to the end. But he's going to have to change the wing, and is now going to be in absolutely nowhere.
I was going to say, I wonder if, because Flavor's first stint was so bad, I wonder if he had no confidence that if he actually overtook Lanky Brown, by using all his battery, whether he'd actually have the pace to pull away, even if he had better wing with no battery. Maybe he just thought he'd get swallowed back up.
That's what I don't get. He was close enough, he just never actually went for it.
Ended the podium back to Codematic, who's already had it and then thrown it away, but caused a safety car, so got the chance back, and hopefully he takes it this time. If not, he's got OIs in the Cadillac behind him now. Flavors then behind him, and actually making it a triple white car lineup.
They look the exact same on the mini-map. You can see them right.
Oh, Flavors! Jesus Christ!
He almost dropped again.
He nearly dropped it and had to do a massive save. He went right, went left, and just about got the car under control.
But you can see the 2 dots on the map right next to each other, and they're on different teams, but they look identical. So that's really helpful.
It is worth pointing out that at the front, Bazooka has dropped Akazin once again. So Bazooka just in a class of his own in this race. Yeah. Knows the track clearly. He's got the pace. He's got the consistency. Akazin is giving it a great go here, and he's also keeping it nice and clean, but doesn't quite have the answer of the Audi man.
No, yeah.
I think otherwise he's gaining on Codematic. So
he's gaining about a second and a half on him. Maybe Codematic does have a little bit of damage. Non-visible damage. There's nothing I can see.
Yeah, I can't see anything visible, but I thought at the time he went into the wall.
And he was ghosted when I cut to him.
I guess that was Lanky's flying back, yeah.
He quite possibly did go into the wall, but he just didn't get damage. Oh, always go deep! Very, very deep. Now Flavors is there, moving back up into 4th place. And we've seen it multiple times already, and we're going to see a few more, particularly 4.0-wise, as it's...
Yeah, as he's...
Yeah, as he's on... I believe he's not ABS.
Yeah, definitely. The way he locked up there. Yeah, as you said, it's a tricky corner for drivers that do have ABS off. Otherwise, it's one of them. You clearly see the lockup, which other drivers, like I think Flavors has ABS on, Anki's ABS on. I'm assuming a couple of the top people do. It's division 3, like whatever assists you want, whatever assists on you want. So definitely one of those drivers are great on. And well, yeah, great point. Otherwise, finding himself with ABS off, and he's paid the price a bit there.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not.
But
you do gain from like you gain from better braking performance. But yeah, you can brake better, but then it's the risk of locking up.
Yeah, fortunately for Elias, he avoided the damage, and he stayed in the 1 second of Flavors, so granted he makes no further mistakes, he can try and regain his composure, regain the pace, hunt down Flavors, hunt down Goodmatic. The podium's still on. But yeah, Goodmatic would have been very happy to see in his mirrors to go straight on there.
I just realized I've been picking up Discord messages for ages, and I've got audio on. Oh well. Oh, Flavor's gone round. Again! Coming out of turn 13, just on the traction, I imagine. Has dropped it. And now... Always back up into 4th place. Otherwise not that far behind Codematic at this stage. Probably still the favourite for the 3rd place, but he's not been as consistent, but he's definitely been a lot faster.
Yeah, good call there. You heard about messages, and I was like, I just checked my phone. I was watching. I must have looked down as he expanded because.
Yeah.
Oh, Action Make goes straight on. But to Action Make, can maybe try and look at hunting down Flavors, but he goes straight on in the braking zone. Thank you, Ryan is steadily gaining time on those at the back of the field. 7 more laps for him. Can he chase down some further points in this race? Dylan would be praying he doesn't. Dylan trying to what the hell's the word? When you... Hang on.
Is the other cogs turning a bit too slowly?
What's the word when you have... Try and persuade someone to do something?
In what context? What?
Oh, no, I just use the word persuade, Danny, it's fine. Dylan trying to persuade me to long lanky in the work office so he couldn't race tonight and gain points on him. Fortunately for Dylan, I didn't. Fortunately for myself, I have a lanky. I didn't need to do that because Lanky's out here breaking his wing and finishing in 7th place.
And you tied his wrist in the office, so he's driving with his feet or something.
Gave him an injury. His wrist is sore because I was there with on the cane and just.
No, you just left his wrist behind. His wrist is still in the office.
I took his controller, so I had to play on his office keyboard and mouse.
Yeah. And Bazooka's still lapping at decent pace. He was only a second slower than his personal best in that last lap, which for lap 14 is pretty decent.
I don't know what you're showing here, but I kind of feel sorry for Bazooka and Akazek because they must be getting 0 screen time because they're just both driving off the distance. Nowhere near each other, but just taking a 1-2.
Yeah. Nowhere near each other or anyone else. Otherwise, is constantly making mistakes, but he's still gaining very fast on Codematic. Like, I'll see the gap being, oh, it's a second again. And then I look back at the next lap and it's 2.5.
He's not the story of most of Owen's career. He's always shown he's got more pace than maybe his results suggest. He just somehow manages to find a silly mistake in most races he does. He's got a good pace. He's a good driver. He's just consistency isn't quite there over like a 20-lap race. I mean, he's a two-time Division 1 podium setter. He's a two-time Division 2 podium setter. Would have won a Div 3 race if it wasn't for virtual safety car that he got drive penalty under. Never quite clicked for him for the ultimate performance. He's not won in any division, but I don't know. If he races consistently, I think it's only a matter of time that he finally gets that first win.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a possibility. Yeah. He seems to be. Now you can see the pace he's got over Codematic here. I think if, possibly even with just a bit more practice in this race, he would be fighting Suzuka. So he definitely seems to have the pace.
I know recently he's been finding a lot of joy playing LMU, Le Mans Ultimate, so they can't be easy to play both games at the same time, that's for sure. I don't think he's played much F126 at all.
I barely played this game either. I've done one league race. I've done one league race all game so far.
Yeah.
Just because I've been missing every Division 1 race.
Standard. Yeah, I haven't done my usual standard. I normally race a lot.
Yeah. I normally do like 2 or 3 races a week, but I've done one race all game because I've just been away like every weekend.
Yeah, I've been missing them through holiday, work and all sorts.
Yeah. I think otherwise we'll probably get past Codematic fairly soon because he's right on the back of him now. Won't be this lap, probably. I'd probably guess this corner on the next lap. Although, you never know, he's a lot faster than this section of the track. He's not going to send up the inside here, is he? No. That would have been a bold place to go for the move. Maybe in a couple of corners' time when there's a decently long straight. Well, he goes a little bit wide, chasing. Yeah, bumps the walls, he chases it. He's going to go a little bit deep into the corner, but you can make it work when you're going around the outside. And he makes a very nice move there. Up into the podium places, and now over the next 4 laps, the game is going to be the name of the game is going to be to keep it clean, keep it consistent. Lap 16 out of 20, he's got 5 laps to go now, and so he's just got to keep it ticking over and get to the second flag.
Codematic hit the inside wall at the final corner as well once he got overtaken, so he got away without damage, but he's shown that. I mean, a couple times in this race that he can hit the walls and have a few moments. His flame is now pit. If he hasn't got damage, it's a strange one because he would have just been cruising FP5.
He's doing something.
Well, he's lost 2 places, so sure it's a wing change.
No, he's just.
Yeah, it's a wing change.
Is
it? A wing change.
Oh yeah, couldn't see it.
He must have missed. He must have taken his wing off and missed it because you wouldn't throw away 2 places just for fastest lap attempt.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought Lanky Brown would have been gaining on Action Rick a bit quicker than he is, but he might just hunt him down for the end of the race. But
he's gaining, but unless Action Rick makes another mistake, I don't think he gains it.
Maybe it should be more of a compliment on Action Rick then, because a lot of times we see, Action Rick driving at the back of the field, but he's determined. He drives a lot on this game, not just in this league, in another league as well. And it'd be good to see him get a top 5 finish here. To make a double top 5 for Cadillac. Can he hold off the charging Lanky Brown, who's gained a second just in the last sector or so?
And it would also be good for the title fight, to be honest. Just keep Lanky not gaining like tons of points when no one else is there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where's Lanky? Lanky's on 43 points. Current championship leader is Dylan on 48. So Lanky will be leading after this race. But if he finishes P6, he doesn't gain all that much. And oh, Flavors is out.
Flavors is out. We're going to see a virtual safety car.
I was looking at my phone for the standings and I heard him light up the rears. Might have been intentional, I don't know.
I didn't see it, but
it seems like a very odd place
penalties here.
Oh no, it's a full safety car. It is a full.
Oh, what?
That makes it a lot more interesting, actually. It was definitely virtual to begin with, yeah. But they've upgraded it to a full safety car, and so we're going to go racing basically on the final lap. And so everyone's going to come in for a used soft. Most people have mediums, actually. Although I don't know if anyone's actually going to go onto the mediums. I don't know if Division 3 drivers would weigh up the difference between a used soft and a new medium. Because personally, I'd probably go new medium in this situation, but I don't know. Depends how you use the soft is. How many laps you've done them. Well, that makes it more interesting. Just as I was saying about how Lanky being P6 is good for the championship.
I'm going to say this as good as...
A Lanky
dear. Well, he's getting P6 anyway.
Yep, that's...
I was about to say... I was literally about to say I'm going to say this for the good as for Lanky Brown as for me saying it to the audience. Obviously, Lanky Brown's disconnected in this race. Whenever I disconnect and then try to pit onto a tyre, it puts from the used version of the tyre like the worst one. So if I was in Lanky's shoes now and I tried to pit for like softs, even if I had a new set, it would put me on that race starting set of softs. So like what, like 50%?
Yeah. Well,
but now it doesn't matter for Lanky Brown because he's got a drive anyway, so it doesn't matter what.
Always just stayed out. Codematic stayed out.
Wow.
The race can't end under safety car unless the game bugs, so which you can't discount. In normal situations, the race can't end under safety car. The game's not going to allow it to happen.
The race won't end the safety car. We're going to have racing laps.
But it could. I have seen it happen, but through bugs.
We're going to have
it's not
at least 2, if not 1 racing lap. I think it'll be 2 racing laps. I think I'm coming to this end of this lap.
It's early.
But we've got a blockbuster finish here, I think.
I think it would come in going on to the final lap at the end of next. Has always just been hit?
Did he just hit the wall?
I think he got hit by Codematic. He almost got pushed into the wall, is what it looked like. I don't want to accuse Codematic of something that he didn't do.
Unless they've all got away.
Lanky's on brand new mediums. Or supposedly brand new, I don't know if they're actually.
No, that's a good shot because he's on the mediums anyway, so we wouldn't be able to put him on the used mediums. He's already on the mediums. That's the only way to get around it. So he's done a good job, yeah.
Or he just went to a medium because he was thinking, medium would be good rather than a used soft.
Either way, he's avoided the glitch that I always fall foul to.
Yeah. I've never had that. I've disconnected like a fair few times. I've never had that.
I remember I was 2-stopping in Miami race in a different league, and I did a hard, medium, hard, and I was going to finish like 4th or 5th, and then I got disconnected. I didn't do the start.
It's in this lap, yeah, that's early. Okay.
So, and then
Action Rick might not catch up.
Hard.
Nah, he will. Otherwise, he's doing the restart when you think about it. He's going to want his teammate to catch up. Although Lanky's he's 6th, regardless of what happens. Unless someone dies.
Lanky, unless it's a DNF, yeah.
Yeah. Unless someone...
Well, who's your money on here, then? Otherwise, Matic, Bazooka, Atkinson, they can all win it now.
Yeah.
Even Action Rick. You don't know what's going to happen.
I think Action Rick is the least likely. But... Always has the advantage of a buffer car between him and Bazooka. Atkinson can maybe benefit if there's chaos. We'll see. It's Always takes him around the final corner and leads us away on the safety car restart. 2 laps to go here in Madrid, and there is a big tyre delta between the top 2 and then the 2 behind them. And how big is that going to be? Is Bazooka already getting a much better run? Always not going out of the corner. Bazooka's been hit by Atkinson. He slows down. Always just seemingly not accelerating out the corner. Got no straight line speed at all.
He lost the rear himself, I think. And he lost the rear. Bazooka was tagged or lost the rear.
Bazooka got tagged by Atkinson, who was just so much slower than expected. Atkinson trying to squeeze into a gap. Is there going to be space for him? Around the outside, there's not quite space, but he doesn't end up in the wall. Bazooka has front wing damage because he went into the wall after the contact. So now Atkinson takes the... Codematic leads them. Always in 2nd place. Atkinson going to be trying to find the gap to go into with a much better tyres. There is still a very, very decent chance that Codematic can win this race with how it's going. Lanky's up into 5th, but obviously he has to serve the drive-through. He's still going to go for it on Bazooka, though.
Always is here. He's right behind Codematic again. I was going to say that Bazooka deserves this win fully for that first 2 stints, but he's going to have to work for it on the track. And he's
going to have to do a lot of work if he wants to win this, with the damage as well.
Yeah, it's all gone wrong for him.
As Always goes a little bit wide, coming through turn 19. That might get me
keep Bazooka battling.
Atkinson needs, but Atkinson's not being able to find a way through. He's got to overtake 2 cars on this final lap if he wants to win the race. As they come into turn 21 for the penultimate time. The final corner now, going slightly wide as Always. That might be what Atkinson needs. Bazooka does get past Lanky, who is into the pit lane. Atkinson still Not able to find a way past Owise. He's got to get good traction out of the first chicane. Owise goes deep again, but it's just not quite enough of a run from Axon to make the move. It's a slide there for Owise going through turn number 3. So they head through 4 and into the chicane of 5 and 6. Axon just isn't there. And at least at the moment, I can't see a way which one of these, realistically, Codematic.
He's not going to fit through there.
So he's tagged him. He's almost pushed Codematic into the wall. He's tagged Owise, got his way through. Yeah. And now Codematic is going to be under a lot of pressure through this high-speed section where it is very easy. Where the tie delta is huge. Here he comes. He's going to think about the inside. He gets a 3-second penalty. Just accident because he thought about trying to go for the inside. There wasn't room. He went off the track. And he's picked up a 3rd track limits warning. Now, Owise going wide. Trying to hold on from Bazooka.
Doing everything he can. He's hitting people. He's getting penalties. And Codematic still stands firm at the top. You couldn't believe it.
I just don't see a way that someone other than Codematic takes his win now. Because we've come into the final couple of corners. Axon's got the penalty. Bazooka has the damage. Codematic has done...
Owise! Oh, massive slide.
Going very wide into the penultimate corner as well. He's going to be under pressure from Bazooka. But as we come around the last corner, it is going to be Codematic that crosses the line to win in Madrid. Axon 2nd place on the road. Lose that to time penalty to Owise. Bazooka in 3rd. Axon's going to get that 4th with Action Rook in 5th and Lank in 6th. Does take the championship lead, but not by all that much in the grand scheme of things. Because he only gains 8 points, puts him up to 51. So technically still behind me and D-Stream, but it puts him 3 ahead of Dylan. Where does that put Codematic in the grand? Codematic isn't that far off in the grand scheme of things as well now.
No, not after that win.
Yeah, he goes from 16 points to 41. So he's only 7 behind Dylan now.
You have to say, it's the first Jamaican to win in F1 Total, you would think. I don't think any other Jamaican has won. So, huge congrats to Codematic, was them for V-Carb. An unlikely victory, even with 3 laps to go, it looked unlikely, but somehow he's done it. I think almost through no fault of their own for some of them. Bazooka, Owise, Akazin, all had chances to win that race. You say Bazooka deserved the win, but none of them have come away with it. Codematic's the one that's managed to keep it clean and take the race win there.
I mean, you could always tell from a 7-driver race at Madrid, it's just keeping it clean. It was always going to be the factor. It was. And Codematic was the one that kept it clean the best. I think pitting was still the better strategy. It's just because I think without whatever happened at the chicane on the restart, I think Bazooka wins. But yeah, I mean that was quite the race.
Well, one thing's for certain, none of us could have predicted that. Even when there's only 7 cars, Division 3 somehow managed to cook up a race which no one saw coming. And it looked like the easiest 1-2 for Bazooka and Akazin. They're on different teams, but they're running away there. And all of a sudden, they have 3 strikes, lane safety car, 1,000 different tyres, chaos. Somehow there's still chaos. With 6 cars on the track, there's chaos.
Yeah.
Unbelievable stuff.
Somehow Division 3 still delivers.
Yeah, you got to give massive credit to all 7 drivers for turning up today.
Yeah.
It's not easy to race when the grid is that small, so I hope they can all be happy with the points they scored today. Even the 2, which you think would be disappointed, Flavors and Lanky. They're still Flavors' best result of the season.
Really?
And Lanky still gained important points over his title rival who isn't here. Action Rick a brilliant P5. And then the top 4, I think they'll all come away with that. They'll all come away from that thinking they could have won, should have won, had to win in their hands. But it's Codematic who claims it in the end. Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, Solanke now leads the championship even after that race, but the fight is definitely on. So it'll be interesting to see how it pans out for the rest of the season. I can't think of another race I'll miss from Division 2 till the end. I mean, there will be one or two, but can't think of anything I'm doing on a Tuesday. So hopefully I can see the rest of the season, see it out. 10 races to go, including 3 sprints and a mystery.
I always forget about the sprints, and then they just come up, and it's like, oh my god, we're doing a sprint.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Should be fun. Ooh, should be fun. And yeah, hopefully I can see as many Division 3 races as I can. I don't know if I'm needed, but I can do Division 2 tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I'll be racing Div 2 tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be racing this track. I didn't learn anything. Normally when I commentate Div 3, I need to learn about the tyre strategies and whatever, but we didn't even run the right race distance, so medium hard and don't bin it, I guess. That's what I've learned for tomorrow. Yep. Sounds easy, but it can be anything but easy. But
yeah. And
so you race on F126.
Yeah, I mean, Madrid is definitely the most survival track. But yeah, so Division 2 tomorrow evening. I don't know if I'll be there or not. I don't know if I'm needed. And if PSGL, when does PSGL F1 come back? Because then might not have Scalloin. So
I have no idea.
Yeah, but yeah. So hopefully I can do Division 2. I don't know if I'm needed. If I'm not needed, then I won't. And then Division 1, I don't think we have a stream, as always. I'm not there either. So that's cool. And then next week, where even are we next week?
I'll get the calendar up for you.
Netherlands. That's fun.
Oh, yes.
And I think of all the tracks on this game, it's one of the least different to previous games. Because you have like the
Netherlands is my old Div 2 romping ground. The only time I hadn't finished on the podium was when Gabby murdered me. Yeah. Forward to that. We've got to get through Madrid first.
Yeah.
I have nothing more to add. So if your waffle is over as well, we could call the stream there. Or
yeah, I don't think I've got any more waffle. Just again, congrats to Codematic and all of the drivers for turning up. And we need the drivers. Thanks to all of them for turning up. Congrats to them for the points, even if I think, because even Flavors gets points if they're retired, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you get points for turning up if you finish in the top 10. Well, or DNF in the top 10. You are in the top 10.
It's at least we had a race, and at least it was an entertaining race, even if it's only 7 drivers. So, but hopefully the numbers get better, and the numbers will get better as we get into like September.
Yeah, we missed like 4 drivers on one holiday.
It is, and basically everyone is going to be like on a holiday and things around this time of year. It's just what happens. We have enough drivers. We had the drivers, and they all basically have one-off reasons for not being here. So, yeah. But yeah, I got no more waffle, so that's about all we've got for tonight. And hopefully you can see any viewers, if they are here, tomorrow evening for Division 2. Or if they're racing, I don't know. Probably a lot of the viewers will be drivers. But yeah. Hopefully, see people around tomorrow evening for Division 2 and or next week for Division 3. But that's all we got for tonight. So, yeah, just from us, it's just